So poops, should we bring back caning to school? And if so, congratulations, this might be one of the only times in your life that you agree with Akmal Saleh. Yeah, you might think that actually it's not that popular of an idea. How could you even do such a thing? We're in the 21st century now, we are all liberal, nobody would ever cane their children. But yeah, given the train wreck that is October 2025, I think a lot of people have actually started thinking about it. I've done polls on multiple platforms right here, and yeah, at least about 70% of you think that either it is the solution or it's going to be helpful, so yeah. Now, to be fair, I kind of see where y'all are coming from, right?
Because things have been really messed up recently.
It started with the gang raid in Malacca, and before you know it, just a couple of days later, then you have yet another really messed up case, this time at a school in PJ, where this kid is apparently obsessed with this one girl, confesses his love to her, gets rejected,
Or suppresses his emotions before killing her.
takes a knife, stabs her 50 times apparently, while leaving probably one of the creepiest notes of all time, declaring, "This world is fake, I have won." I just want to say, those are really tragic cases. My condolences to the family of the girl. You've lost a daughter. It's horrible and no words are going to take her back.
And now we have this too. So I guess people are shocked and they think that caning is going to be the solution. But then, right,
The Education Ministry has come out and said that we're not going to cane students. Other countries are developed and they raise good students without caning them. And we can as well. In Fadlina, we trust. Classic Education Ministry. I see why the caning thing, it appeals to people though, cause like, I think more than a few of us can look back to the good old days when we gonna whack on the hand, the feet everywhere. But yeah, before you go out there and start screaming about how you have a strawberry generation, caning was never actually removed from the school system, by the way. Caning still happens, it's just that right now in Malaysia, it's a lot more regulated. So technically only the principals or appointed people can actually go out and cane people, and even then they can only cane boys. So technically, if you're saying that you want to get rid of caning, that doesn't really work. Actually, what people mean when they say that we should go back to the caning era is that we should go back to the time when caning was actually like normalized. Give your science teacher some serious side eye right there. Get 3 wrong on your 默写. Talk too loud. Play Digimon in class. Exist.
so yeah, now the logic is,
Now we have so many problems. I kena before. I didn't turn out that badly. Whatever doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. Spare the rod and spoil the child. Surely we should cane the children and then it will fix it all. At the end of the day, everybody wants to make our schools safe again.
sign the petition, link in the description.
But see, I think this whole caning thing is like premised on the idea that the person who is doing the caning is like the face of justice and everything. Normalizing the idea that if you buat kacau then you will kena pao is something that could make people kind of just like hold it in. I mean, that's like a theory that people have. Don't know whether it's like legit or not. But let me tell you that when I was in a Chinese school, I remember we had this science teacher when I was like 9 years old, and like, I don't know how pissed off she was with her job or something. Maybe she broke out with her boyfriend, her husband, or whatever. But like, this lady, she looked like her eye bags had eye bags. And of all the people on the planet who could be in that classroom with all of us 9-year-olds, I think she was like probably the least happy. Every single time people started talking, like she would literally just give us the look and you would shut up because you knew that if you didn't, then she would start whacking. I remember at one point, she whacked for a good straight 10 minutes while looking us all dead in the eye with her dead expression. Just got every single person in the class to go up to her and then she would whack every single person. And frankly, if you were to think that she was a psycho, I wouldn't blame you because I can't think that she was as well. And when I think back to that, I just think like, wow, this guy actually had mental issues. Like, he was actually going to a Thrive Well clinic for psychological counseling. Yes, you can say that maybe the counseling didn't work or anything like that. All you need is a good old-fashioned whack. But clearly, not everyone agrees. If you do try to cane some kids, you are going to end up finding a whole bunch of parents who will try to protect their 宝贵孩子. So yeah, I mean, like, I guess you have to respect that. But then that brings us to a very important factor, which is the parents. If you think about the behavior, the way that a kid thinks, right? One of the biggest factors really is how is the environment that they grew up in. Like, what were the parents like? What did the kids see on a day-to-day basis? And it can be kind of complex, right? It's like you have multiple moving parts here. It's like you have the parents and the parenting style. Then you have the environment, which can be so dramatically different for each person right there based on what kind of content they choose to consume. One person watching sepoop videos, another one watching dead parts Tim Tia UAI. And then at the end of the day, even the personality of the kid is gonna change the way that they respond to things. Because you can have two kids basically in the same living environment, right? But their personalities just end up completely different. Like, for example, the kid who did the stabbing cause he got rejected, right? The person who took the knife out of his hand was his own brother. And if the school environment and parenting were the only factors that determine things, right, then they would have ended up exactly the same. But I guess it's not as easy as that. So yeah, like, if you ask me, should we bring back caning? We know what the Ministry of Education says, but the answer for me is more of like, I don't know if it's going to address the kinds of social problems that you have nowadays, which yeah, like, they're really, really bad. But I don't know if that justifies like allowing violence towards like every single person in the cohort because of the behavior of some people who cannot follow the rules. But anyway, to the families, my deepest condolences. I'm sorry for your losses. These horrible things have been happening in Malaysian schools recently. I know it will take time to heal, and I know my words won't add anything, but I hope your kids are in better places now. But yeah, what do you think, Sapoops? Do you think we should bring caning back into schools? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you want to make Malaysian schools safe again, check out the petition that I created for that purpose. Link in the comments down below. That's all to say about that, and bye.